We're ready. I think we're ready.
You better believe.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Good morning.
Howdy ho.
They slept over.
We're ready.
I know, seriously. So thank you very much for entertaining my children this morning between you getting barked at by my puppy dog.
Yeah. I kept threatening to throw your dog on the grill. On the grill. I got the seasoning for it. I'm Filipino. We eat dogs too.
There's not much meat on that one.
Oh, true. We'll find
She's
it.
more like Coca Vin. She's real old.
we'll throw it on, and like I'll eat the dog, and it's just like, wait,
He's
you're
kidding.
not finished.
He's kidding, by the way.
Oh yeah, for legal reasons, I'm kidding.
Serafina says, morning, lovelies. Good morning, Eva. Thanks for joining us. Here we are Wednesday, smack dab in the middle of the work week, and it's, after Labor Day, so shortened week.
I'm sharing it.
He wanted to relive it. He wanted to play back his own magic.
Just like I can't remember 10 seconds ago. Every day is breakfast club for me, and I need to do the fist in the air. I need fingerless gloves. Let's go.
To be fair, AJ, you did have an extremely long weekend, and you're like gearing up to leave for New York today.
Yeah,
I'm psycho.
I know. I'm tired. Anybody that's been trying to get a hold of me this whole time, as they call me while I'm going to New York, entertain me.
Yeah, welcome into looking at three of the busiest, hardworking human beings you've probably ever seen in your life. AJ, you're constantly out there cracking bad jokes. You're doing it for fun.
Yeah.
But then also
people are saying it's good. I'm like, stop. You're enabling me.
So how was Lenny on Monday? You were over at Knockabout.
Oh my God. Lenny was fantastic. He started off as like he watched every set, and then he started off his set as just like, I swear every single show I asked to perform with Jews and queers. Like that is my wheelhouse. Like I need it every time. I'm like, Lenny, you are so woke.
I'm gonna have to put a brand. This is not the reflection of the show that we have.
No, all these views are exactly how I feel.
Find him, Paperback Comedy.
That's right.
Going on tour today. No, what is that like to switch gears like that after you've done Lenny? Which, by the way, every single time you see Lenny, he does a completely different show. He'll weave in some of his sameness in there, but it's pretty magical to watch an artisan like that craft a set completely different every time.
Oh, sure. That's why a lot of the same people go every single time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a different show.
Right.
So if it's comics that have been on it before, so you got to do a different set.
And that man has an uncanny ability to remember everybody's name, where you are, how he met you. It's insane. Maybe it's all the electricity he gets jolted into him every time he has a heart attack. He just gets, I remember everyone now.
It's totally not the cocaine, but sorry.
I love everyone. I'm fine. Good morning, Leslie and Penny. Thank you so much for joining us. Poor Lenny. Hey, Christiana, what the hell are you doing up this early? We welcome you. Don't get me wrong. Thank you for joining us. So switching gears from that kind of show to now you've got to throw everything in the car and go and play these smaller venues in New York just to get your name out there, just to practice getting, horrible crowds of New Yorkers.
I'm not expecting industry at this coffee shop that I'm performing at.
That's all right, but you're doing it.
Yeah. It's mainly for more experience. I don't do things for exposure anymore because there's going to be industry at Cliff's Hatchet Place. There's not. But I do it because it's fun and I love Cliff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do it because it's fun and I love doing shows at British Beer Company, even though they won't have me back.
Oh, well. It's been bought by an Irishman, so you might have better luck.
Hey, I'm part Irish. You hear that, BBC? Have me back. Just because a fight broke out during it. Not my fault, by the way.
Once again, bought by an Irishman, gonna be changing.
So- okay,
Good
so-
morning, Dave.
so we'll play shipping up to Boston.
That's
the whole
it.
Time. Just go a toy, and we're good.
The Irish can take a good joke. So I feel like we should reintroduce our guests as we just jumped right into the fray this morning with all the hubbub that was happening
It's
over
the best
here.
way to go, realistically.
Absolutely. AJ Hey Penny, Paperback Comedy. We've got Holly from Ritual. What is the latest with you, Miss Holly?
The condo association continues to suck.
Ba, ba, ba.
Ooh, go on.
Yes.
I feel like that is just the horse you've been beating for quite some time.
I like so we're trying to do our best. Like, so we do have some good things coming up. We have sorry. I'm bad at radio, everyone.
You're learning.
I'm learning. So we have a tarot class coming up. I'm teaching
Oh.
tarot starting on the 20th. So it's an 8-week course. Starts Wednesday evening for 8 weeks. And then we have crystal bowl meditation this weekend. We have a yoga class that every Saturday. So that's this weekend. I was going to try to plan something for the Sabbath, but the only time that the condo association can seal the parking lot and then repaint the lines turns out
That
is
time.
the autumn equinox,
That
the
day.
major pagan holiday. And then they didn't even ask me if that would be.
Do you feel like they're planning things on those holidays now? Like they've
I
got their
mean-
little witch schedule out and they're like,
So like,
They're drawing the little pentagram stars.
Isn't that a win for you though?
I mean, so like I don't know what they're doing. All I know is that it would be nice to have some input.
Yeah.
And just like a little like, hey, check in is like if so first of all, I'm retail. So Saturdays and Sundays are my biggest days anyway. So goodbye $2,000. And then also goodbye major pagan holiday. Like it's I don't know. Like it's hurtful.
So what
at
I
this point.
hear is plan ahead for all of your crystals and all of your ritual things that you are going to
mean,
need.
I'm going to attempt to be open, but there's going to be like asphalt fumes. So we're going to be real high at the shop. Good time.
I'm not against it. Good
It's
morning,
like being
Dan.
12.
Good morning, Thanos. Thanks for
Yes.
joining us this morning. We've got Holly and AJ. We're just here to have a good time, honestly.
Damn straight.
We have a good time, and AJ cracks jokes and makes us laugh. So we figured let's do this on a monthly basis.
Dude,
Yay.
I'm already high on asphalt right now. There wasn't even construction.
Just asphalt?
Well, they won't sell me spray paint anymore at Abashan.
There's so many
Aw.
jokes here. So many jokes.
Because I tried buying tiki torches last year, and they were like, no.
Not for you.
Mm-mm.
But I'm like, do you see my skin color? I shouldn't have to show my license to get a tiki torch. My people invented it. They're like, no, we think you're going to do a racism. And then they're like,
Holly also has her cards just in case you have questions. I mean, watching us, you have questions. But
I mean,
if you got anything that's going on in your life that you've got a curiosity factor, we're happy to talk about it.
mhm.
Today is National Read a Book Day. And
Yes.
I posted because I want to see some good reads. Serafina, thank you for posting like her business read, her fun read. I will be having her on the show tomorrow, and
Mhm.
we're going to talk about some entrepreneurship and what's going on in the
Yay.
in the art department. So I'm looking forward to that very much. We always have a good time, and Lord knows whatever
Mhm.
side squirrel topic we get on,
Yes.
it's good.
And then if you want to talk to her in person, she does a little something over at my shop these days. She
Ooh.
covers for me on Friday. So that way I can do readings. And
That's
then
amazing.
She's rearranging all the books, which was sorely needed. Thank you, Serafina, for that.
I love it
And-
when you have friends that are
Yeah.
like, you know what, you need this.
Mhm.
And then they go and do it instead of telling you you just need it.
Yes. Well, it was like halfway done, and she's like, "I'm doing this." And I
Right?
was like, "All right, like, make sure you take your break." Like that's because you can have one. I just am not going to be grown up enough to remember to tell you to take it.
I
oh,
like
good.
Dan Chase. Am I going to get in hot water by the end of the week, or is my landlord just a douche? He has a question for you.
Oh.
The fact that he calls
It
himself
just was really
landlord.
relatable to Holly, so she didn't know if it was her.
I mean,
Book nerds unite. Yes.
yay! So a really fun thing to do for National Book Day, I put it in my newsletter, but
Mhm.
bibliomancy. You can use books for fortune telling. So you pick a book that's meaningful to you. It's important. Like I guess it could be any book, but it's nice if you have like the family Bible or like a book of poems that you really love or whatever it is. And then you close your eyes and you flip through the book. You just pick a random page and then you run your finger over the page, and wherever your finger stops, that's your message for the day.
Well, I mean, I'm down for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid to see what's
Put
going to
your
happen.
finger where?
He really always adds a lot of quality to these broadcasts. We're
I
so
mean,
thankful.
Shout out to Josh Adams, who's on the
You
live.
can-
Great comic, by the way.
Hey,
You
Josh.
can put your finger wherever you want.
Oh
I
yeah.
suppose.
We have a question for my good friend comedian Josh Adams. Will he ever be happy? Because his face is always miserable.
All right, we'll
Aw.
put that on the list.
Don't worry, Josh. We got you. We got you, Josh.
Dan, we're gonna read for you.
So I hope you get hot water by the end of the week, but this lady's looking really sad about her water, so I'm gonna probably go ahead and say no.
The Queen of Cups. That's a great card.
It is a great card, but look how sad she is about the water.
True.
I know she's like, "Mer."
She looks like she sang
Yeah.
Cups from Pitch Perfect. I got a ticket
Yeah.
for the long way round.
Yeah, there's definitely you.
Laughing my ass off.
It's definitely you versus the landlord, and you'll eventually get your water, but it might take a little longer.
I'm
than you
sorry,
wanted to.
Dan. I know
Sorry.
this is definitely not the
Sorry,
things that
Dan.
you wanted to hear.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And then will
The
your
last
friend ever be
time-
happy?
Yeah,
Eventually.
will comedian Josh Adams ever find his smile?
Wheel of Fortune. Look
I mean,
at the
that's
guy
a-
with the grumpy
that's a fucking
emperor.
scowl.
It looks like Josh.
No, there's two scowls in a
Sorry.
row, man. Like, that's-
Wait, may I? With this one?
yeah.
Like you see this one, Josh? He looks exactly like you miserable prick.
Sad face
Hilarious
emoji.
prick, but miserable.
Maybe you can talk about the different tarots that are out there, because I know that there are different types of cards.
There are, so we go over that in our class a little bit.
Yeah.
The different systems. But right now there are literally thousands and thousands of decks on the market.
Is this like the one that you gravitate towards? Is this a standard?
So it's a version of the rider weight. So most
I know
decks-
nothing about
yeah.
these. So,
it's the one that most of the art decks on the market are based on these
Okay.
days. And it's the classic imagery. A lot of people dislike it because it's like bright colors and sometimes they have a hard time connecting with the images. But once you
bright
learn it,
colors.
I find it's my go-to. So this is a different color palette than most rider weight decks are colored, because like the original one, like the yellow just hurts my old lady eyes. Like, it's really like, ouch, man.
I love that she said old lady eyes, because earlier
Mhm.
today when we saw that it was National Coffee Ice Cream Day, she was like, "Oh, I love that." And I said, "That's very old lady of you." It was just because it was my Nana's favorite. So I just associate it with old lady flavors. I know it's not.
Mhm. I mean, my old lady flavor for me is either grape nut or old rum raisin.
Yeah, those are old lady
Mhm,
flavors.
yep.
Or they're just retro. They're
Mhm.
bygone flavors.
When my first job was scooping ice cream, and like I'd see an old lady come in and I would just start the rum raisin and I'd just be like, this is yours.
I know that this is going to happen for you.
Yep.
Good morning, Lauren. Thanks for joining us. Very much looking forward to hang out with you this weekend. Our friend is a joy seeker. That is her job description.
Well, what is her favorite ice cream flavor?
Yeah, what is your favorite ice
Do
cream
you,
flavor?
do you go to the Ben and Jerry's like
How does one-
graveyard on that?
How does one become a joy seeker?
Right?
Is it lucrative, and can I do it instead of what I'm doing right now?
She's an artist.
Okay.
She is phenomenal, from face painting to storefront painting. She
Amazing.
literally will paint anything, make anything. She does acrylic art. She just goes where the fun is. And
That's
Dude,
places, spaces.
Can you also paint my face to make me look like the QAnon shaman?
She
I
can.
don't
mean-
have we'll put horns on a cut up Pooh Bear
I
and
mean,
we'll go to town.
you're not him already. I could have sworn you were.
I would pay money for you just to hold up the photo and just randanly show up at one of her face painting gigs with kids.
I am just gonna
Like,
raid Cape Cod
Can you paint my
coffee.
face like this? Thank you. Good morning, Danielle. Thank you so much for joining us. How is Florida? Are we bracing for another hurricane? I don't know what's happening. I have Bruno, MBR Home Services. Thank you very much for your sponsorship. Was sending me the trajectory of whatever Ian or Lee or whatever it is churning out to sea right now that we're supposedly going to get next week. And I'm like,
Are we
that
getting
just,
it?
I don't know. We may. We may.
Does this mean we can drink hurricanes?
I'm okay with that. I mean, if we're going down in a hurricane, why
I
not?
mean, that's how I choose to prepare.
While singing Hurricane, here I am.
Good morning. Good morning, Judy Ann. I'm sorry I interrupted you mid Scorpion. Rock you like a hurricane. Come on. Hurricane. Good morning, Judy Ann, Jackie, Cindy. Good morning, everybody. I love iced coffee and ice cream. I love
Mhm.
coffee, ice cream, and we do too.
Coffee
Yes.
ice cream's the best.
Oh, show these tarot cards. So anybody that wants a reading,
Mhm.
she'll have it done for you, and it's amazing. Not seeing many questions. Okay.
Right.
For Aaron Roach, will I find a boyfriend this year?
Okay, let's find out. Will you find a boyfriend this year? Are you looking? Because you got to look first.
That's fair.
I don't. She kind of half is.
Okay.
She'll admit that she half is.
All right. So you got to look for a boyfriend before a boyfriend happens, and then you got to be careful where you look from. Do not recommend Tinder.
What's bad is like when she talks about her exes, like all those other comics just shut her down. Like nope.
Does she do that for comedy? Or is she just friends with a lot of comedians?
Friends with a lot
Gotta
of
have a
comedians,
thick skin.
and we're very emotionally abusive.
So it looks like you know, you're kind of okay on your own, but somebody will be coming in for you. You have far too many walls up though for you to take it serious, and this person might be a little immature. It's like,
So a man.
well, yeah, that too. But like a man that's like, it's my first day being a human. like
he just
yeah.
got pushed out.
Neanderthal.
Like the
Yeah.
elephant in
He
Ace
just stopped
Ventura.
dragging his knuckles.
I mean, like he's optimistic and funny and nice, but
Oh,
also a
can
tad
we see those
immature.
cards?
Can you see them? Oh, the
Look
ones
with
that I
your
just
eyes.
pulled.
Or just one of them?
Well, there's those two.
Okay. So we got Pace of Pentacles
Mhm.
Page.
and
Page.
Queen.
Mhm.
Oh, it's Page. Oh,
Yep.
okay. They'll look like a C with the font.
Good morning,
Yeah.
Kelly. Danielle has a question for you. Do I need to move within the next 5 years?
Within the next 5 years.
Cindy, give me a question and we'll answer it for you.
So that's a yes or no question.
Yeah, right?
I can tell you. So tarot's really bad at yes or no. I should have brought my yes or no coin.
Do you have a
but,
little bit more specific
um,
situation?
I can tell you like what the next 5 years is going to look like, and then you can decide if you need to move. How does that sound?
I like that.
All right.
And then Aaron writes, thank you. I am a damn queen.
Damn straight.
Perfect.
See, you are good enough on your own, Aaron.
Slay queen.
Not my
Slay.
words, their words.
Oh, the God. And I know her life, and
Mhm.
that card in the middle there is still there.
Well, I mean, so like the next couple of years, probably like, so I pulled a card for each year. This is the year you kind of start to pull it all together, and kind of like figure out and make a plan. And then the fact that you have the plan for year, like while you're hanging out in year two looks great. Year 3 looks like shit, if we're going to be honest. It just kind of looks a little sad and depressy, like things happen. But year 4 is like, if we're looking in like the long term of a 5-year plan, I mean, year 3 is kind of when you do feel depressed about the fact that your plan is 5 years long.
Yeah.
Like, why can't it
That's
be a
fair.
3-year
What's your
plan?
5-year plan?
Son
Don't
of a
die.
bitch.
It's
But
really what I got.
so it looks like year 5 is when you actually do pull the trigger and make the move. Like that's when the things really happen for you. And it's definitely like a yay, yay again, kind of a slope.
There you
So
go,
if you're
Danielle.
gonna
In
be
5 years'
moving.
time.
Mhm. But year 1 and 2 and 4 and 5 look really good. Watch out for year 3.
I think that it's funny that she set that time frame for herself.
Yeah.
Can I see that middle
Like,
card?
She knew it was going to be 5 years.
That's amazing.
She didn't want it to be 5 years. And
Mhm.
sometimes you just know. Cindy wants to know if she needs to know if I should proceed. Should she proceed?
Should
Cindy.
you proceed?
Be more specific, Cindy. With what?
I mean,
Spill
what are
the
we-
tea.
what are we
Oh,
proceeding about?
We have special cards now.
Yeah. So what are we proceeding with?
Oh my goodness. Is this the yellow one that hurts your old lady eyes? You said.
No, this is a different type of deck.
Good morning, Paul. Thanks for joining us. Thank you. 4 out of 5 years good, so I'll take it. That's it.
Well, I'm gonna say 4 out of 5 years productive.
That's it.
Tyler Roderick, a good comedy buddy of mine.
Love.
Yeah, Tyler's great.
So-
we forced him to host the other day. he's like, oh, I hate you, because it was his birthday show. None of his friends showed up to his birthday, by the way, and it's a shame because he did awesome.
Oh my God, look at the love connection that's happening here. Not
Aw.
really a love connection, but hey, Danielle, do you remember me from freshman year Spanish? I love that. We're rekindling old school ships here.
Aw.
I don't want to wait for our loves to be over.
It's not love, just friendship.
It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
Oh my
All right.
Here, let's do it in harmony. I
so-
thought we get to see forever.
So who is proceeding and what are
Cindy.
they proceeding? Cindy.
With love.
With love.
Should she proceed? Topic love.
So it says befriend the world and befriend the world and polarize. So I think that yes, you should, but like this is kind of telling me that yes, you should pursue love, but don't jeopardize your pursuit of other things in the quest for love. Don't make the quest for love all encompassing. And then just by being open to it, but also going about your business and doing the stuff that really ignites that spark in you, that makes you radiate and shine and makes you happy, is going to be the thing that manifests love in your life for you.
Ooh.
I love the font on those cards.
It's so pretty.
Yeah,
Right?
Look, you see this stuff? It looks very Instagrammy.
It is very Instagrammy.
Dude, manifesting and doing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've only heard that word, like started hearing that word within like the past year.
That's when my
Manifesting?
husband usually rolls his eyes and leaves
Mhm.
the room because he's just such a naysayer. He's negative Nancy when it comes to stuff like that. He's like, I swear to God, if she says the word manifesting, I'm out of here.
Do you have your board in the room?
Vision board.
Like, wait, why is
I love that stuff.
Why is there a picture of Idris Elba here?
Happy birthday, Idris.
And
Happy
bias
birthday.
me naked.
Yes, please.
Mhm.
I'm not mad at that. Not one bit.
For the record, my vision board has Chris Hemsworth on it.
Oh, okay.
Mine too.
Yes.
God
But-
bless Australia.
But I'm not picky. I'll
It's a
take
bunch of
any
different
the
Chris's.
Hemsworths.
Any of the Hemsworths will
Any
do.
of the Hemsworths will do. Even the Doctor brother.
You know what? I think the
Dude,
Doctor brother is
even
just
the one
as
that
cute.
cheated on
Right?
Miley like 22.
Yeah, what is
different
that one
times.
doing? He seems like he's like in the lowest rung of the totem pole right now. He's just gonna slunk off.
Oh, absolutely. He's in as you remember Kate plus 8?
Yes.
Yeah, he's in his John Ho phase of just
Don't
smashing
care.
bars.
I'll take him. I can fix him.
Yes, you can. Tarot card it now.
Lauren
You
says
fix
she's
it.
living in manifest. Kelly has a question for
Yes.
you about a new educational path she's
Mhm.
starting. How will I do? Will I thrive and manifest abundance?
Well, those are two different questions.
Yep.
Let's see. Let's take a look at what the educational path looks like for you. um,
Ugh.
maybe not so great.
Ooh.
I think there's so sadly, while you find that there's a lot of camaraderie in this new educational path for you, it looks like maybe there's something about it. I'm not going to say that you're not taking seriously, but there's something that you could be doing differently that's going to manifest better success for you. But it's just not, when you take it, like it's all the good feels. It's all like the amazingness. Like you're like, yay, this is so much fun.
Yeah, because Kelly's such a
Mhm.
positive light of a person.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
But this is going to be way harder than you think it is. Like way harder.
They're
And
kind of wearing the same garb right there in the
yeah.
first ones here.
Yeah, this is an uphill battle for you. Sorry. It doesn't mean it's not doable.
Yeah.
But,
She wants to know if there's something she should do differently.
Well, I mean, like that I'm gonna leave up to you to figure out. Like if there's whether or not there's an approach you need to take differently with this. But I think going in with eyes open about it being a difficult path that you've chosen, as opposed to just like, this is great, it's gonna be fine, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's gonna that
She said it's super
Mhm.
hard. It's all tech.
yeah. So
And
it's
so maybe that's what it is. It's just that
Mhm.
is the language you don't speak.
yeah, it's it's a difficult path, but let's see one for the outcome. Oh yeah, outcome's good though. So it just looks like
Ooh,
it
that was
looks
very weddingy.
yeah, it's like a homecoming. It's like a happy like, yeah, you did it. Like this is your graduation party. So it's not like you're not going to do it. I just think it's like you acknowledge that it's hard. It's way harder than you acknowledge it being. Like
That's
it's just-
okay. I
yep.
think being real with
Mhm.
yourself is a really difficult thing. Like I
Mhm.
always think of things and I'm like, oh, it'll be fine. What's to look? And then afterwards, I'm like, why didn't I even look at that? Did I not question that? I just barreled through like I'm just gonna get
Mhm.
this done. Good morning, Lisa. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Danny. Why are you sending your Cash App on here? Can I delete that?
Did we do something?
Delete comment. I don't want
I
your
mean,
Cash
can we
App.
put my cash on?
Yeah, right.
Cash App on there?
I'd put my Cash App on there first.
Danny, put the
Get
Cash App
lost.
up if it's paying us. If you want to do a shout out, say happy birthday.
I
It's
take
$10 a shout
PayPal
out.
and Cash App.
Yeah, right. Dan wants to know, how do I lower my stress level? That doesn't involve marijuana.
Oh,
How
okay.
do
I
you
thought I said,
lower-
how do I lower my
You're
standards?
asking the wrong people.
How do I lower my standards? More marijuana.
That's Mari. That's how popular we're getting. We're getting spammed with other people's Cash Apps.
I mean, like that's how you know you've made it. Like
My-
honestly.
My sister Jackie compliments you and your card reading as well.
Oh,
That's
thank you.
awesome.
She said you look awesome and the
Aw.
cards look awesome.
Kelly
too.
says
Thank
she
you.
owes you a reading now.
All right.
Dan, have you tried lion's mane or ashwagandha?
I
I just wanted to say ashwagandha.
So lion's mane, I don't know about for stress, but I know it's excellent for like your neurons, your brain. Like so if you have a family history, so we also do herbs at the shop. If you have
Everybody's into the mushroom teas right now.
Yeah.
Like all of the different ones.
yeah.
Ever since Sonic 2 came out.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. And people see Jim Carrey just drinking mushrooms.
No, but just like the different kinds of ones for your body
Mhm.
instead of coffee, like that became a big thing. I feel like when I was in the UK, like 5 years ago,
Yeah.
people really started jumping into the different medicinal values.
Yeah.
And ever since I watched The Last of Us or played that,
Mhm.
I'm all set with mycology. I'm not messing around
I mean,
with that.
mushrooms are mushrums are fascinating.
They're gonna
No.
take
Pedro
over.
Pascal also on my vision board.
So hot.
I mean, mine
Why?
too.
He's so hot right
Like, I
now.
don't know.
Why?
He's just so
He's
cute.
not traditionally hot.
No, he's
It's-
a tootie, but he's a cute tootie.
I don't know what it
love
is.
him.
I know, right?
Even when
Sorry.
he's all scowly. he's
Yeah.
just so good.
I mean, even in The Mandalorian, where you
Mhm.
don't see his damn face.
I mean,
That's what's so sexy about him.
I
And then when
mean,
we saw his unshaven face, we're like, ew, put it back on. Put the helmet back on.
the mustache was a little out of place. But
Yeah.
I was like, all right. I mean, if
Everything has a face.
If Cesar Romero can be the Joker with a mustache, and if Henry Cavill can be Superman with a
That's it.
mustache,
That's
then he can be the Mandalorian with a mustache. It's fine.
Which one would you say that worked better? Caesar Romero with a mustache or Henry Cavill with a mustache?
Cesar Romero, because at least they didn't CGI it out. Like they're just like, hey, it's here, it's fine. Like
But personally, I'm going to
That'll
say
take me
Henry
down.
Cavill because when they CGI'd out, his smile is like, eh.
like,
His smile, like you're about to
creepy.
do something evil.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to be the
mean-
goodest guy.
The goodest guy.
depends on whether or not you're
Coffee
watching,
feels good
What's Her
until you
Face and
crash.
Someone
Lion's
Goes
mane
Crazy.
doesn't do that. And ashwagandha helps her son with ADHD. Kelly loved her reading. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
And she does mushrooms every day, added to her coffee for
Mhm.
years now. Good morning, Sarah. Thanks for joining us. If anybody has any questions for Holly, she's got her cards out. So why the hell not?
So,
Lisa Z says CBD. I've tried your CBD. It's fabulous. She does a really good job. Nice and fresh.
So for the stress question, who was that for?
Dan.
All right. So for Dan, stop just going head first into things. Like, so this is just you rushing into every goddamn situation head first without thinking about it. You're very much a shoot first, ask questions later kind of action taker. And I feel like that causes you way more stress than it needs to. You need to be a little more like, it's not that you shouldn't take command and make decisions and do those things, but you need to be a lot more level headed about it. Like maybe take a minute, think about it. Just kind of like, okay, weigh your options and then make the decision. And then you need more balance in your life. Stop working so goddamn much, or stop like it's or like causing like, and by work I mean like stuff that like you don't stop doing stuff you don't enjoy doing. Like it's okay for you to take some time out for you and like just take a goddamn nap.
Brain is
Like,
firing all the time. Neurons,
faux
synapses, things.
reals. You have to find a way to achieve some balance in your life.
Mhm.
So that is that.
There you go. A little bit of balance.
Yep.
Maybe CBD, less cannabis. Good luck to you.
If you're
You
having
can't be
trouble
creative
sleeping,
all of the time.
True.
If you're in bed, count 500 backwards. But if you're in the 20s, just give it up. Comedian Joe List will tell you that. Just sleep isn't your thing.
I mean, I just listen to conspiracy theories. They're
That would not
interest-
make me sleep.
I mean, like they're interesting. Like, but you got to find somebody with a
Good.
voice that's gonna put you to sleep.
Yeah.
Like Ben
yeah.
Shapiro.
No, not like Ben Shapiro. Like I'm talking like ancient aliens type stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like the Anunnakis came to Earth, and you're like, this is interesting enough to shut my brain up, but boring enough to put me to sleep. So it's like a good medium. Like,
Yeah. I pulled booze out of my life for a bit, and I'm noticing I'm sleeping better, but my dreams are insane.
Yeah.
Like crazy dreams. They had
Go
dreams
on.
just weird stuff, like stuff that just wouldn't happen, and I'm like, what? That's just bizarre.
Oh, that's just dreams in general. So what's going on? in
No,
your
I
dreams?
usually don't dream.
Come on.
No, really. Like I don't, or have no recollection of it. It's usually just like go to bed, wake up. I really don't do that.
I feel like that's a mysterious Disney character. So what do you dream about? I don't dream.
Nothing. No things.
Everybody dreams.
Right. I just have no
Yes.
recollection of it usually, and
You
that's
would go
great.
insane if you didn't dream.
I don't know what it is, but it's been really weird. So my sleep is better though, so I'm happier for that.
Like,
So
I
I'll take
never
it.
sleep, but I'm always dreaming.
Right.
Mhm.
That's it. My life is a daydream. Are you kidding me?
Well,
And not a good one. It's just twisty and turny and yucky sometimes. I feel like that's for everybody. 68% of people, by the way, adults, said they're just as awkward now as they were as a teen. I like that 68% of people admitted that, because I feel like even I, who is so used to being out hosting, being around people, get awkward sometimes.
Oh my God. So awkward.
if you're not awkward, you're normal, and normalcy is boring.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right.
And shout out to Billy Kirkwood from Scotland,
Hi,
saying
Billy
hi.
Kirkwood. I'm
And they
more
all said,
awkward
"Billy,
now.
did you have a question? Did you want a tarot reading?" And Jackie's liking the cards, but I'm like, ask a question. Ask a question.
Yeah, please ask any questions. Good morning, Margaret. Lisa said you did dream, but the beer made you forget them. I'm fine with that. I agree. Yes, please.
Along with a few other things.
That's self-preservation, my friend. Some medication, yes, please. If anybody's got a question for Holly, feel free to ask it.
Mhm.
I have a question.
I
Is
answer.
my new situation going to work out? We have a new employee here at Pour Lemonadio, and she really had a tough day. First day,
Womp womp.
stepping in a bee's nest, and it just wasn't her fault. And I felt really bad, and I didn't want her discouraged. So I was
Mhm.
like, "It's okay, it's okay," you know, when you say
Mhm.
that, but it really wasn't okay.
the
Is she gonna be okay?
girl that kicked the hornet's nest.
John, my entire life is one big awkward moment. Thank you for sharing that. I will see you Saturday also at Seaside Le Mans.
I mean, it'll be fine. She's gonna learn, and you're gonna be
She's
there.
got a lot of personal
Yeah.
stuff going on too. I like feel really bad for this human.
I mean, like it'll be like it's slow and steady when's the race with her though.
Yeah.
Like you have to be super patient.
Okay, which is not my strong suit.
No, but you know, you are in charge of your business. You're the empress here, right? You have
That's
to
it.
you have to put on your big girl business pants. And if you want
I
employees,
don't
this
like
comes
those
with the-
pants.
They're the worst pants.
For
They don't
personally,
fit
we should
right.
go back to the parachute pants,
Yeah, right.
MC Hammer
Mhm.
style.
I like it.
And just
right?
walk side to side from now on.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Big girl business pants are just as comfortable as jeans from Old Navy circa 2005.
I
Like,
need
just
to
not
tell
at all.
myself that.
They're not comfortable. So like you're either muffin topping or they're falling down, and there's no in between.
These damn pants of mine. I'm just
The
not.
big girl business pants.
Well, the
like
muffin
it.
topic, that was 2005.
Hey.
It
They want
was.
you to wear the low rider pants, which are terrible, by
I
the
know.
way.
Yes.
I
The
know.
The high rise. That was
Well,
what
now
was
it's
up.
mom
Mhm.
jeans. So can we just get a happy medium in there, like just
Mhm.
pants where your waist is?
I love
Yeah.
the mom
Please.
jeans personally. Dude, I love the 90s. To me, 90s was the best decade.
I hate
With-
it all.
with-
I feel like
with
I've already
Clinton,
lived
the
it.
homophobia, it was great.
What?
And what us people had to hide. Like that was
Oh.
the best stuff.
God.
I'm gonna get everybody in trouble.
patience is a
Mhm.
virtue. It's one I'm not possessing. So I'm
Yes.
really working on that
Yeah.
for myself.
I
and
mean, if
accepting that every day is it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
so you're trying to build like something huge. Like
Yeah.
you're like, this is your legacy. This is what you want to build. And you can't do it alone as much as you want to try to do
I
it
know.
alone.
I know.
So you're gonna have to hand over that responsibility. And unfortunately, with this, like not unfortunately, because sometimes the people that you take the longest time to mentor will be your best employees in the long
Yeah.
run.
Yeah.
Um,
So we hope.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I do want to be able to keep
Mhm.
people that keep coming into our vortex.
Mhm.
We have people that kind of slide in and out when they can give their time, which I really like
Mhm.
because I feel like it builds more when they're fully present
Mhm.
to be here for it.
Yeah.
So I really do like the people that have come into our space here at Lemonadia, whether they're podcasting or doing a show or whether they want to be an entertainer or the event space. We give them the room for them to make their mistakes. Just yesterday was a messy one.
I
So I
might
was like,
be-
I don't know if she's gonna make it.
I might be gaslighting the cards here,
Mhm.
but what it's saying is you should give them another hornet's nest to throw them into.
Why
Give
not?
them-
You handled that one. Here's this.
give them another test. In fact, every day be
A
a new
flame
test.
ball. Here you go.
just Hadouken them every day.
Jump over this ravine now.
Just give them a tiger uppercut.
Finish him.
So my good friend Shannon Lyon asks, babies or
Thank you,
more
Dan.
cats?
Wow, that's
So personally, I'm gonna go ahead and say more cats.
I feel like if you're asking that question, it's cats.
Child free by
But-
choice up in here, and I will tell you that babies will ruin your jam every time.
Oh, thanks, Dan.
But
Call me a
let's-
G. I haven't been called a G in a while, so I appreciate that. 90s fashion is back now. Slouchy 90s clothes. All of my sons wear them now. Sethy, your kids are adorable.
I am awaiting
They're
the return
grown.
of like the Hot Topic trip pants. I can't fucking wait.
By
Were you working there when we found the Chinese food in the pocket of one?
By the way, if you did not know,
I put a bunch of Chinese food in a bunch of pockets, so I couldn't say.
it's just a random chicken finger in a pocket, or
Dude, I would hang around.
was it like noodles?
I'd
Like
hang
where are we
around
at?
Dunkin' Donuts when they're throwing out the donuts. Like, no, that's not necessary.
These two met on our show last month, and funny thing, they met before when they both worked together at the same space.
Yeah, like we both worked at the mall, not the Sunglass Hut.
Oh my
This
God.
is so good, so good.
So for babies, only you can make that decision, and you're just gonna have to go with the flow of life. Sorry.
And see, the river's flowing, so you could interpret that as
Many
Yeah.
cats, many
I mean,
babies.
the Queen of Swords I really love. She kind of reminds me a bit of a cat, like a cat lady, but like she's large and in charge. She's got her cat. She doesn't give a shit what anybody thinks about her.
there's cats in this picture right
I
here.
mean, the sphinxes, yeah. But so like it's about giving up a modicum of control. You have to decide how much control you will want to give up in your life, because when you have a kid, you have none.
That's
So,
facts.
Yep. So
Kelly, yes, I would love for you to do a free yoga class for moms. Absolutely do that, and I will be there, even though I have no babies anymore. I'll bring my wretched dog with one milky eye. We'll
I
come
mean-
take your yoga class for moms.
Dude, jorts are coming back. So is Hollister.
yeah.
Also, Lauren says she feels like all of her endeavors are finally connecting, but I'm running on short straw financially. Should I keep pushing? Is there a break ahead? And should she come work for me? I feel like you should.
Yes.
I say yes to
3
both
hornets
of those
nests
things.
in a day. 3 of them.
Yellow jackets also.
Dude, every day you're Leslie Nope.
Diana, give us a question. We're answering Lauren's right now, but we'll happily answer a question for you. And by
Alright.
what I mean Holly. So
All right, so I'm gonna do some for giving it up, and then I'm gonna do some for pushing ahead, and we'll see just what looks better. How does that sound?
yeah, because always there's that money factor,
I
and
mean,
it's
just give up. No, I'm just kidding. That's how I feel.
Just reverse John Cena. Always give up.
It's frustrating.
All right, let's see. So pushing
is
forward.
that arrows or sticks?
Those are sticks.
Those are rods.
They're growing.
So it looks like both have their merits, honestly. So I mean, like really, you're in the you're in the driver's seat where this is concerned. If you choose to push forward, it's going to be really, really, really hard. And right now, it looks like your guides don't really want you to know the outcome of that.
Ooh.
There's a lesson for you to be learned in this, but they're not saying whether or not it's going to be successful. If you decide to give up, there's nothing wrong with that. So if you're just like, I'm done. It's don't make the decision impulsively though. Like you want to make sure that you're making it from a place of like calm, like I'm not in my emotions or my feelings about this. You could be sitting pretty about it, but you are going to feel the loss of having given up on whatever it is that you're doing. There's some emotions that come with that. There's a loss and an end. So it's up to you. Honestly.
Keep it and let's collaborate. We'll talk.
Kiki, do you love me? I ride. And next question. This is from my sister Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
Question: are there certain parts of my job or parts of myself that I should emphasize to get promoted? So should she work on herself or work
I
on her
like
job?
that question.
That's an excellent question, Jackie.
Shameless self-promotion. I did a TikTok about glamour magic. So if you go to my TikTok or
Glamour.
my Instagram, there is a
Fashion,
post
fashion.
there about using glamour magic to enhance personality traits.
I don't think there's anything wrong with being your best.
Ritual Cape Cod.
Ritual Cape Cod right now.
But let's see.
Magnifying your positive qualities. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't find it that even particularly witchy if you're a non-believer or a person that is afraid of those things. You know what I mean? Because there are people.
There are non-believers.
I accept
there.
all help. So
see.
Give me the things. I need more tools.
All right. So you definitely should be accentuating some of your positive qualities. As far as the ones that you should accentuate, you need to go inward and search. Like, what is it that this job really requires of me that I would benefit from being like, yes, I'm really good at this. But there is a balance to be struck here. You don't want to come across as there's confidence and then there's cockiness, right? So you don't want to come across as like just kind of like, I'm great. You don't want to do the Bart Simpson pop banging. I am so great. I am so great.
G-R-A-T.
Yeah, everybody loves me. You don't want to do that at a job interview. Turns out.
I am evil Homer.
Yes.
I am evil Homer.
Do that though. But, there's a balance to be struck.
I'm on a TV show right now. This is great. I'm in danger.
Miss Hoover.
I like men now.
I glued my ear to my shoulder.
Oh my God. Hello, Super Nintendo Choppers. This is awesome. Diana wants to know if her daughter will ever find love.
The Aurora Borealis, localized in your kitchen. All right, sorry. Yes, let's find out if your daughter will find love.
Hold on, quick comedy break. Coffee and comedy.
We're just quoting The Simpsons.
Back on now. I love it.
Right?
It's so good.
The good seasons, seasons 3 through 10.
There you go.
The good seasons, all of them, especially the later ones.
No. Just let it die.
They won't though.
Stop.
I did like one of the later ones.
They're protecting their legacy. It's just going to be on the longest. That's what they win. On the longest.
You could die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the Simpsons.
Oh Jesus. They brought back Futurama.
And
too.
Dan Chase is a big fan. You guys are amazing. So ooh.
So
is that a baby?
It's a child.
Her baby.
Yeah, it's a child. So
it's your baby, Diana.
Yes, your daughter will find love. Keep your fucking nose
Stop being so nosy.
I mean,
Don't push it.
Like honestly, you're waiting and being like, "Will you ever find love? Do you have a boyfriend yet?" Like the kind of poking and prodding that might be going on there.
Extreme pressure
is not productive, and it's just gonna like a watch pot never boils. It's just gonna seem like forever anyway. And she's gonna go about and do her own thing and make mistakes. But as soon as you ease back up off of that and it looks like too there's some
I'm not looking.
There's some ideas there's some ideas and ideals that maybe you're like you should look for this in a guy or a girl or a partner that like you got to stop all of that. Just stop it.
There's two people that saying that sounds like my mom right now.
Yes. So as soon as you back off on that and kind of give your daughter the room to explore partnerships with people, she's going to be much happier and much more open to having partners in her life. And she's going to make mistakes and it's going to be terrible and stupid and you're going to want to say things, but don't.
Good morning, Miss Julie. Good to see your face. You guys are just what I needed this morning. Oh, Lauren. Dan, Cindy has one more question. Will RYCK be okay? Will Rick be okay or RYCK?
RYCK.
I don't know what the acronym is. Is it Rick? Just follow back with us, Cindy,
Julie, can we emphasize on the acronym?
Yeah, right. Oh, Julie says this makes my heart happy. Oh, mwah. Love you, girl.
Yay. Okay, we're gonna find out if someone's
Cindy. Early Treehouse of Horror over everything.
Yes.
Rick.
Don't blame me. I voted for Kodos.
So you like donuts, huh?
Oakley dokley do.
Will Rick be okay? We're getting lots of laughs.
All right, let's see.
Everything's coming up, Millhouse. I sleep in a racing car. Do you sleep in a racing car, Homer? I sleep in a big bed with my wife.
I thought you didn't do impersonations.
Never.
Can I borrow a feeling? Okay.
Oh,
sorry. Okay.
That's a deep cut.
Yes.
That's like going into the Office album.
Yeah, right.
Laugh it up, Homer. I already did. Okay, so let's see. Will Rick be okay? I mean, looks like it's gonna be all right. It seems like a lot of unnecessary worrying on your part. So stop it. There's a lot of stop it in here this morning.
Yeah, well,
Stop it. Stop it now.
Is it because we're like getting closer to the equinox? Does that have anything to do with it? I feel like just rushed.
Equinox is about balance.
We're
in a Mercury retro. We're in like a million planet retrograde right now. I'm not going to pretend that astrology is my strong suit because it's really, really not, you guys. But everything is in motherfucking retrograde.
That's crazy
right now. And if you need Mercury retrograde candles, I've got some.
Oh, see, that's it.
See, shameless self-promotion.
Go to Ritual Cape Cod.
So,
support small businesses.
Anywho.
And you can donate at AJ Penny on Venmo.
Be like that rando stranger watching our live today, dropping his Cash App. Loser.
What a douchebag.
Loser. Sorry. Get out of our bubble. You weren't invited.
And you can also pay PayPal, but if you're ethnic like me, Cash App.
For crying out loud. Will shit show cooking ever come back? Sources say yes. I just had an interesting conversation with a former contestant on Hell's Kitchen. It might come back sooner than you think. Thank you for asking, John Coughlin. Shit show cooking was my way to connect with people during the pandemic, where I really just drank in my kitchen and really didn't cook very much.
I love that.
But it was just a good time.
So
I lit
Hell's
myself
Kitchen.
on fire. Yeah, right. Or I sometimes did cook things. And it was just a good time.
I don't think Gordon
Ramen
Ramsay
and
actually
bourbon.
cooks. He just judges people's cooking.
100%.
And he's just like emotionally abusive. Well, you look at the research, like all of those restaurants don't exist anymore. Like that woman that he did like idiot sandwich, horrible by the way. But, like funny for its time, but then like long lasting like trauma.
Oh,
from it.
John wanted to ask the cards that, not me.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, I thought he was asking you. That's what I literally thought that.
Silly man. Silly man.
Oh my goodness. Where were we? What were we doing? Who am I?
Oh,
Why am I
need
here?
Shit show cooking. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. We'll talk about it. Can we just keep him? Yeah, we'll keep them. They'll come back. They'll be regular contributors on the show. We enjoy them very much. AJ, what is one thing that you do before you go on stage? Do you have any rituals?
Heroin. Let's see.
Harriet Joseph.
I do.
Everybody loves the nod. We're big
That's
fans.
the secret
I-
Cape
I
Cod
just-
sauce.
I just I take in the environment around me. I watch the show. I watch every set beforehand. I like see what's working, see what's not, like see what subjects are touchy. And
What
decide
happens
if
when
I
you
want
have to go first?
I watch the host.
Okay.
I watch the host, see what he's dying at. It's just like Bill Burr was saying, like during a special, just watch, make sure like, oh, they don't like bread. Don't talk about bread. It's brutal. Fucking brutal. My wife, she's such a pain in the ass. It's like, oh, Bill, you need to calm down.
I do love Bill Burr.
Oh, he's great.
He does entertain me. All right, John.
So I'd say watch every set beforehand.
He said he used to look up Mashpee Fire's business line when they saw the stove on. Well, there are some times where I put my face a little too close to that. So.
Oh, so he's got the OCD. Actually, you have your ovens on right now while you're at work.
Thank you for thinking of me and my safety. My house can't have another fire. Thanks. I appreciate it. Lauren, I'm down for that get together. Absolutely. All right. So how do you handle just bombing on stage?
Oh,
do you arm yourself like before you go out there with like, fuck that? These people suck.
The best thing to not do. I will start with that. The best thing to not do. And a comedy friend of mine, Zenobia Del Mar, shout out to Zenobia, is not to narcissistic sad bomb.
Yeah.
Which means if you're bombing, don't take the crowd down with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like you can acknowledge the awkwardness, but never say, you guys fucking say blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Because you're not doing a service to your other comedians that are in there. Although maybe you are, because that it's only up from there.
It depends on who's doing it. I've seen plenty of people like narcissistic sad bomb, like take the crowd down. But it's okay to address the awkwardness of it. It's okay to be like, okay, you're not built up like right yet. A go-to line is just like, wow, this is like an iPhone on 1%. Your energy. It's just, because when it feels like a Zoom call and everybody's on mute, you need to address it, if you will.
Yeah, right. Like that.
As long as nobody's masturbating.
If anything, that would be better, because at least there's something for me to point out.
Look over there and not at me on stage dying.
Just like, see, guys, he's touched himself. I'm killing right now. All of you are the problem, except this guy that's fapping.
He really loves me.
Good morning, Ashley. Thanks for joining us. Holly is here with her cards. If anybody has final questions for her, we have a little bit of time left to be able to do so. And definitely, if you want to find all of your listing of classes, where can they go?
ritualcapecod.com. If you want to learn to read the cards for yourself, we have a tarot class starting on the 20th. It's an 8-week course. It's very thorough. And as long as you do the work, you'll be able to read the cards. If you don't do your homework, I can't promise you shit. So
there you go.
Fair.
That's truth in lending right there. It's just cut straight through the crap and disclaimer on the bottom. Listen, you don't do the work, you're not winning.
Now, back to the masturbating. I would be worried. I'm like, okay, do you like the sound of my voice while you're fapping in the crowd, or is it just me in my lobster shirt? Like which is it? Or
lobsters can't help how sexy they are.
Just because you were talking about doing impressions. We did this one camp, me and this comic magician Paul Kilmer. We did this camp, and then supposedly some of the staffers told them, like, oh yeah, they do impressions and you can request them from the crowd. And I'm like, oh no. So this one kid asked, do an impression of Elmer Fudd being arrested. And he's next to his dad. He looks exactly like Elmer Fudd. So I think that's why. And okay, Elmer Fudd being arrested. I'm like, please don't send me a prison. I'm going to be raped. And that was the only laugh I got the whole night.
That was it?
Yeah, that was the only one.
That's a hard laugh to get.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Good morning, Uncle Danny. Thank you for joining us from Virginia. Hope the farm is looking lovely today. Hopefully it's not as hot as it is. Why is it so friggin' disgustingly humid right now? I'm over it. We're supposed to not have this weather in September. Thank you.
Because nature hates us.
Texas is coming up this way, man.
Don't say that.
Jason Aldean. Turn that in a small town.
Please stop pushing that on me.
I just want the killer bees.
You just want the murder hornets?
Yeah.
Well, my poor new employee just stepped in them all for us yesterday, so don't worry about it. Holly, talk to us about sound baths, because I'm totally obsessed with the thought of them. I've never experienced the sound bath.
So first of all, I just want to go ahead and say Ritual boasts the largest bowls on Cape Cod.
Oh, well then.
You could sit in them, but please don't, because I'm still paying for them. So
talk to me about your big bowls, Holly.
I got big bowls.
I got big bowls. Got big bowls. I got
pendulous bowls. No, I'm just kidding. So
you got a plethora of bowls.
So we have a suite of crystal bowls. They're made out of quartz and they're very resinous and they're an awesome sound healing instrument. You know, musician or not, you can't help but appreciate the frequency and the vibration of these bowls while you're in a meditation.
Supposedly doing
So-
wondrous for people with PTSD, people that are struggling with something in their life,
Yep.
or just all around relaxation. If
Mhm.
you've got anxiety and you just can't mother flip and relax,
Gambling
Mhm.
debts.
Yep.
yes, your life will be forever changed by
Yes.
Holly's big bowls.
Magical.
You start,
magic.
you start betting on local little league teams. Well, the Katuitt Cavaliers. There's like some guy in a trench coat.
yet
He's not a
another-
creep. He's just gambling.
Yet another summer here on Cape Cod where I've not gone and seen a Cape Cod Baseball League game that I swear I would
Aw.
have, but I didn't. I think it's been a decade, maybe more.
Someday.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Someday, maybe next summer. It's not gonna happen.
If you go, I'll go.
All right, deal. We were not going. I'd rather listen to sound baths.
I'd rather do bath salts.
I mean,
To each his own.
I mean,
How
no
come bath
judgment.
salts never came to Cape? We have everything except bath salts. Texas, bring it back.
No, I brought
No.
this up yesterday when I had Hank on the show that there actually had to be a social media warning to not ingest borax because it is a poison and a toxin.
Yes.
Because the new thing going on social was the fact that people were using it as a I forget what it was, like something to take your inflammation away, an anti-inflammatory.
If you're dead, you have
But
no inflammation.
No inflammation whatsoever. I'm dead.
Guys, just use the horse dewormer like Joe Rogan does. What is wrong with you?
I mean,
Don't cover your mouth. That's
I
hilarious.
can't-
I take the horse dewormer, bro. I just like toothpaste. It's
Is he
just-
still around? He's still doing.
Oh, he's very much around.
I have a
This is
love-hate
my
with
audition
him.
to get on.
Like, he's got such interesting guests. So I love him as an interviewer because
Oh,
like,
100%.
because he shuts the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like it's like, you know, like, yeah, here's your interview. But like then he's also Joe Rogan though. So like,
But it's also really disturbing that we were taking advice from someone who did Fear Factor. Like this was just hard
well,
for me to
yeah.
digest wholly.
Hey,
as-
I'm
as
gonna
a
play devil's
podcasting
advocate
human.
here. if anything, him giving health advice and telling people to eat reindeer testicles and they're still alive. If anything, we should listen to Joe Rogan even more.
I mean, no.
Lauren asked, can we just pass out the horse
They're like,
tranquilizers
what are you doing
already?
with it? What are you doing with an ice bath? Just go in a bath of cockroaches.
I
You'll be
mean,
good.
Look, if we're gonna make ivermectin popular, we should also make ketamine popular.
There you go.
That's
There-
fair.
wondrous therapies with
Mhm.
ketamine and mushrooms on the West Coast right now. And
Damn strip.
Ooh,
That's
this is a
it.
good one.
Mhm.
Will my husband's first book release open new doors for him? And, Dan Lyon, fantastic author. He mainly does short stories, but
Yep.
he's doing a full book called The Crimson Cape, and it's about a murder on Cape Cod.
very cool.
Yeah, and then that'll be coming out soon.
We
Hopefully
love-
that'll open new doors. But the tarot cards, which are, we'll find out shortly, Shannon.
That's also
Um,
got to be a process right there. You've written this book and now you're putting it out there. And what if nobody wants it? It's like-
Yeah, exactly.
It's a scary space
can't-
to put yourself out there
Those-
with.
You can't
it
think
can-
that way. Somebody wants it.
It
Yeah.
can be an amazing book, but like a tree fall in the woods, you know the phrase.
These look all good.
Ooh, here we go.
Um,
Here we go.
Ish.
Good-ish. I think there's gonna be like a really fast initial response, and then it's gonna slow down. And it's not so much that it's not gonna open doors for him, but again, a lot of work. It's a lot of
Do
work.
the work.
But he's passionate about it. You know, he really it lights a fire under him to do the writing. And it's not that it's not going to open doors for him, but there is a lot of work here. And
So it'll be a fast release, like
Mhm.
the rise of the Pogs. How everybody had Pogs in 1994, and then all of a sudden nobody had Pogs.
Where'd they
yeah,
go?
there's gonna if he wants that continued momentum, he's got to put in a lot more work than I think he thinks.
The
this is a
flash in the
recurring
pan.
theme. Yeah, it's
Mm.
like, oh my god, I sold 10 books today. Why aren't I selling any more books tomorrow? Like it's like you got to go out and do.
Yeah, it is a
things
labor
and-
of love when you're
Yeah.
self-promoting and pushing yourself like that. It
Mhm.
is. It's work. Sorry.
You hear that, Dan Lyon? You're gonna be like the baby of Cape Cod.
What? Wasn't he canceled?
Yeah, for saying super homophobic stuff.
Okay, yeah.
And I love jokes as much as the next guy, but then I'm hearing him like, God damn.
No, he
DeBaby."
actually means that.
Like,
That's
I
not
don't know if
good.
he meant it, but still, it was pretty damn bad, like what he said, and
Yeah.
I don't blame people for steering clear of him.
Ketamine is already popular. Yes, it is.
Mhm.
And also not borax, though. Yes, Lauren, that is correct. Also, AJ, I did eat a 3-inch live hissing Madagascar cockroach at Six Flags for Fright Fest a few years ago. So that was her fear factor moment.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Nope.
Wait, repeat the last
I'll just
thing
buy
again?
the ticket. I'll just buy the ticket for Fright
Mm.
Fest.
Fright Fest. I didn't know
Mm.
Fright Fest was a thing until it was
Six
mentioned.
Flags.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Well, like what else do you have to eat?
I don't know.
You don't
I
want to know.
No. I'll just buy the ticket, or I
Yeah.
won't go.
I mean,
No, I'm not eating live things. I can't. No.
Mm-mm.
Sorry.
at least not
But, like,
something
what-
that's gonna like bite you back while you're eating it.
Right, exactly.
that's-
Oysters, very different
Yeah,
than hissing
like-
cockroaches.
I mean,
Protein is protein. I get it. I just don't want it
Mhm.
to bite my esophagus on the way down. So I will take a pass on
that's
that.
fair.
Right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Dude, I feel like the giants in the clouds, so like grinding bones, eating something whole.
All right. And on that fabulous note, everybody, let's let everyone know how to get a hold of you guys after our time together is done this
Don't.
morning.
MySpace Mobile, Cash App, like that guy. you can message me through Cash App. And
$3.99 regular rates.
He still has a Friendster.
dude, I still got my AIM messenger. I'm the last one. I just wanted it. It's kind of like a Blockbuster card. I still wanted to keep it afterwards.
I used to work there.
Yeah, same. I was just like, I was the card holder. I was. So I'm actually your boss.
I was really good at melting the plastic on the sleeves. I really like that gun in that shop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a great book.
Shrink wrapping everything. Shrink wrapping my hand.
I would use that same gun to light my weed.
Shocker. No one's surprised by that,
Life
AJ.
was simpler back then.
It really was.
Life was so much simpler
You kids don't know. You
in
don't know.
2003. Like right when Jackass 1 came out. Like
Oh my god, and it was funny. We didn't know any better.
No, we didn't.
We did.
Oh, now they all have problems. Shocker.
Uh,
They had problems then. We just thought it was funny.
Yes.
Now it's just sad.
because we're seeing Ryan Dunn do that. Like, oh, okay. And then like the later Jackasses don't really hit as hard because it's because Johnny Knoxville stopped dyeing his hair, and then so
Is that
he's-
what it was?
Yeah, so 50. So him getting like hit by a thing, it's just like he has an AARP card,
Right. He's already done that. Been there, done that.
dude. Like he
Aren't
gets,
you dead yet?
he gets a discount at Dunkin' Donuts.
He no
You
longer-
shouldn't be doing that right
He
now.
no longer had to dress up for the old man skit.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, all he had to
Mic
do was
drop.
put on the nose. That's literally it.
Just went in and stole stuff.
That's it.
Let's
And
see.
it's sad at this point.
Uh,
Holly, ritualcapecod.com.
Yep, ritualcapecod.com. And we've got Sound Bowl meditation coming up this weekend. So definitely try it.
Sign up for some classes. Go watch a comedy show. Do something that's helpful for your mental status.
Watch this
Mhm.
month's comedy show at Knockabout.
Yes.
Tuesday, August 26th. Pete and Meg, two of my favorite people in the world.
September 26th.
Yeah, September 26th. Will Noonan. If you've ever listened to a Honda commercial or even seen a Honda commercial, that's the guy on it. He's been on Netflix, Hulu. Tickets only $25, but if you get them today, it's $15. It's early bird special right now. Don't
Look at
be like,
that.
I'm gonna get tickets at the door. Fuck you. You're not gonna get tickets at the door. That is the biggest lie told in comedy.
If you try to get a
Like,
ticket
"Oh,
at
I'm
the
gonna
door,
get
you're going to
tickets
be
at the
real
door."
sad.
That's it.
You're going to be sent away. Sadness town.
Like, oh, it's so good for comedy. Oh, then fucking go to a show. Like, oh, this is so good for Cape Cod. Not if you don't go.
This is the best commercial I've ever
Yeah.
heard.
Because I understand, like, some people are single parents. They got to stay with their kids. If they're sharing the stuff, I'm cool with you. Like, I am so cool with you. But then if you're like, oh yeah, I'll get tickets at the door. Fuck you. You're dead to me.
Good morning,
Aw.
Joni. Thanks for joining us. Boy, you've missed a conversation. Better get your comedy tickets today for only $15.
That's right, Joni. You came in on the perfect time. And what does that acronym stand for? Did she tell you yet?
That's right. Yeah, oh, it was Rick.
Oh, it was Rick.
That was.
Oh,
for
it was just
Cindy.
Rick with capitalized letters.
Yes. Apparently, that's how he spells it. RitualCapeCod.com is where you can go and support everything that they've got going on. Grab your candles for Sabbath, right?
So we've got all sorts of candles for everything, but right now we've got a Mercury retrograde neutralizer that's really nice. That's made by Single Mom.
Can that be in a
So-
spray?
So I am
And do we
making-
have to yell Rick when we spray it? Rick! It's in capitalized letters. Rick!
I am making a Mercury retrograde spray on Friday, and it's Queen themed. You're welcome.
Yes, I'll be in.
Freddie Mercury
gonna
retrograde
need it.
neutralizer.
Because every time it sprays that, it goes, Tato. Hey!
We have so many events happening with Lemonade. I'm not.
Okay.
Have you listened to that isolated track? It's
Yes,
the
yes,
best.
Listen, I'm shutting their microphones off. Lemonadio.com is where you can find out all of our microphones. You too.
And let me tell you something about the government.
Seriously, all of our events, please support them. Go to lemonadio.com and find them. We'll see you over the weekend where we've got a lot happening. From all of us here, we say goodbye to you. Have a crazy Wednesday. I'll see you at Tom Matteo's tonight, 7 to 9 for music video bingo. Bye.